On today's show, an exclusive outdoor club made up of 3.
Oh, just missed one.
These anglers never miss Adventure Tuesdays. We hang out with the guy who quit his day job to try and tackle professional fishing.
You been keeping track?
I've got 92.
It's kind of rolled up.
And a recipe to try on your next camping trip.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hey everybody, Laura and I welcome you to today's adventure.
Up first, a story about a group of friends that decided COVID-19 would not keep them from getting together.
Yeah, they stuck to their routine and decided at a distance to start a club. Each epic journey begins with a single step. In today's case, it starts with Joe Peterson's morning coffee quips.
It'll be 3 a.m. today. Mud, mosquitoes, and muskies, hopefully.
Joe and 2 friends gear up before breakfast to play hooky. A workday walk in the woods in search of secrets.
No, this is right. We come past this first.
Well, it wouldn't be Minnesota without mosquitoes. A whole bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the Superior hiking trail, and we're not hiking miles on end, but for a Tuesday, I mean, near the cities, it's a nice day to do something different. Simplifies life. It cleanses your soul. Makes you think about things. Kind of things that are really important for you.
They walk a well-beaten path, just so they can lose it.
Watch out for the stumps. Yeah, it's like a mile in. You have to go through Mosquito Alley.
This is this crew's new Tuesday routine.
Oh, this is Joe's idea. Joe Peterson's.
Jorg Steinbach never misses fishing with Joe.
First cast in. For probably 20 years, we talked about going fishing together. And literally this year is the first year our schedules really coincided. So Tuesday is the day we always set that we go out and do a kayak something.
First time they tried, they hiked past kids and counselors at summer camp.
The woman said, "Look, boys and girls, those boys are doing Adventure Tuesday too." So now it's called Adventure Tuesday. So something different every Tuesday. The only caveat is it has to be a different lake. It can be any species. We just rotate who picks.
Adventure Tuesday leads Joe, Jorg, and Paul Hartman to this unnamed lake, a place supposedly full of fish.
Yeah, a secret musky lake close to home. I mean, it's everybody's dream, right? Oh, just missed one. Come on. And surrounded by private property except for the little spit of land that we're on right now. And the water has never been high enough to dump in a kayak.
If it's hard to get to, it's probably got something special there to it.
Exactly why we covet such adventures.
Catching a muskie or a big pike out of a kayak, you'll see like the boat will be kind of moving around, you'll be getting pulled by the fish. It's pretty exciting. Nice. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Awesome job. Oh man, that is so awesome. I'm pretty happy right now.
A perfect way and perfect day to play hooky.
Dude, you're totally on them.
If you ever try and join, just make sure you show up on the right day.
It's a Tuesday and I'm not at work, so anything from here on out's a bonus.
Tuesday's a standing order. Whoever can make it, will make it. You know, we're more than 6 feet apart, but we're still doing things together, out in the great outdoors, doing something that we all love. It's so important.
Up next, Ron Shera highlights one of his favorite fishing guides, a guy who walked away from his day job to try fishing.
On Championship Sunday.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, North Dakota Tourism, Star Bank, and by All Seasons Garage Door.
Up next, Ron Shera hops in the fishing boat with another of his favorite fishing guides. It's time to meet Chad Grigsby.
In Minnesota and beyond,
this is a little bigger baits than we use back in Minnesota.
thousands of us go through the motions of fishing.
And you go like that.
However,
Up and down.
only a chosen few
We got him.
You did.
seem to have a better nose for catching.
Nice fish, though. Look how fat he is. He's getting ready for winter.
This guy is one of the few.
What is it now? Thanks for playing the game?
Yeah.
Thanks for playing the game.
Meet Chad Grigsby.
He cussed at me when I said that.
When you catch fish,
Ooh, that's a nice one.
That's a nice one.
you can also launch a career as a pro angler,
That's 99 now, Ron. What are you at?
which means Chad is a Minnesotan who gets paid to bass.
I think they're always biting something somewhere.
How did it happen for you?
That's a great question. And I got fired from my job for fishing too much.
So let me see if I have this right. The guy that fired you said, if you want to fish, you go fish. Is that it?
Yep. But he said, you got to go either go fish or go get another job. You're not working here anymore.
So begins Chad's pro fishing career.
I got it in the FLW Tour, and I got in the final 3 events. Just missed the cut on the first one, top 10 cut on the second one, and the third one I led it for the first 2 days. I made more money in those 3 tournaments than I would have working the whole year for him. And I was like, well, I like this. Come here, buddy.
When Chad's not competing, he's still fishing,
Pretty nice ones.
hounding the bass in Minnesota lakes.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Trying not to be outdone,
Another largemouth.
I did a little hounding myself.
Ah, bud. Thanks for playing the game.
That's one of the cool things about the whole state is, yeah, land of 10,000 lakes, but they're all unique and they're all a little different, but they're all pretty good.
Now, Chad didn't waste time on spots not producing. We kept moving, sometimes to get out of the wind, other times to find bass that wanted to
Come on, baby. Whoa.
play the game.
That's a largemouth.
A typical pro angler, there's no shortage of catching stuff in Chad's boat.
You got a little tackle there.
I got a couple boxes. And since you picked the drop shot, now you can pick which color you want. They're both very effective.
And of course,
I heard that drag.
he was right.
Another largemouth.
Of course the bass were on that point.
What you got there?
I don't know, but he's shaking his head a lot and he's mad.
Chad can smell 'em, I swear.
It's a big old fat fall bass.
That's a dandy.
Still think we can get a bigger one.
One catch and then more.
Got a double again. Ron, this isn't any fun, is it?
No. Have you been keeping track?
I've got 92. What are you at?
102.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for playing the game, buddy.
You're gonna need 21 pounds and 1 ounce. Wow!
The life of a pro angler might be fishing.
4 and 5 are giants
Chad says the joy of fishing, win or lose,
on Championship Sunday.
remains the same.
Giant bass.
My biggest enjoyment of fishing is figuring them out.
And so, Chad's angling secret is revealed.
It's not hard to catch a bass. It's hard to figure out what they're gonna eat.
Figure out what they want
They love it.
and where,
They're right on this point.
and the catching
See, I know how to catch them too. You didn't have to show off.
is easy.
He said he didn't like my game I was playing.
Coming up, we meet up with Minnesota's butterfly lady.
I am proud of my work.
But first, cooking over the campfire by such simple means.
Closed captioning provided by Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
Hi everybody, today we are cooking over the campfire, but we are going to make some kid-friendly recipes. So I'm with Ryan, who's the outdoor education supervisor with Three Rivers Park District. And Ryan, what are we making today?
Today we're gonna make bread on a stick.
Oh, that sounds fun. Well, what are the first steps to getting started?
First thing we gotta go find a stick.
Ooh, let's do it. So Ryan, any suggestions on the type of stick I'm looking for here?
Yeah, I'm thinking like 3 to 4 feet long, maybe about the size of a pool cue.
This looks pool cue-like. How does this look, Ryan?
Looks great.
Ryan, I noticed you're pulling some of the bark off your stick. Is that to get it a little cleaner?
Yeah, I feel a little better if I have it clean and have the dirt off of it.
That's true. So we have our sticks. I assume now it's time to mix the ingredients?
Yeah, all you need is some all-purpose like biscuit mix and water, and we'll just mix those together.
2 ingredients.
That's it.
How easy.
I just dump it in, and I'm only making a little bit just for both of us today. And then when I mix it with the water, I don't want to put too much water in there. I want it kind of dry, because when we're putting it on our stick, we don't want it to be, you know, sticky or gooey. So mix it on the dry side.
I like your style of cooking. It's like eyeball it. That's how I do it at home.
That's how it is over the campfire. You don't have a measuring cup. Just eyeball it and mix it till it's a good dough. Next step is we're gonna take our dough and get it kind of rolled up, you know, about the size of a golf ball, maybe a little bit bigger. And then what I like to do is I like to think of it like Play-Doh. You know, we used to make a snake out of your Play-Doh?
Yes.
I wanna kind of make it a nice skinny snake. And now I have my biscuit mix and I can wrap it, then kind of push it on so it sticks to your stick. You know, I want it to stay on the stick, so kind of make it so it's firmly against the stick. Right.
Are we ready to roast?
Yep, we're ready.
Hey.
And it's kind of like roasting a marshmallow, but it's just gonna take a little bit longer because we're roasting bread.
Sure, so patience is the key here.
Patience is the key, and then I usually rotate it, you know, as I'm cooking.
Approximately how many minutes of roasting do you think?
I usually think about 3 to 5 minutes, but it kind of depends on how much dough you have and how hot your fire is.
Mine seems pretty flaky and done.
Yeah, mine looks golden brown.
All right, it's time to do a taste test.
Let's taste it. Take the biscuit and slide it right off. And there's a little dough left on here, not a big deal, but as you can see now I have a done piece of bread.
You do, let's see here.
There you go.
Oh! That's a rookie mistake.
You still got a nice piece though.
I do.
Well, I like to eat the bread with a little bit of honey or jelly, or it's just good just by itself as well.
All right, I'm gonna test mine with a little bit of honey.
Okay.
Bread on a stick. It's good.
Tasty.
Mm-hmm. 2 ingredients, simple campfire cooking for your family. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem.
It was delicious.
Hey there, Bill Shirk, the man about the woods. You know, I love getting off the grid, going away where I have no cell phone reception, whether it's the Boundary Waters or back in the bush. But life is different these days. People still want to be able to communicate when they're away. My choice is right here, the Spot X system. This is a little satellite receiver, and it's a texting machine. I can be anywhere on the planet and type in a message and get it to my wife or somebody might I need help. You know, if I get into a pinch and maybe break a leg or something in the woods, there's a little SOS button. If I hit that, somebody is coming to help. If you are looking for a way to communicate when you're off the grid, try the Spot X. It's my pick. It's pretty fun to use. Straight ahead, a Minnesota-bound favorite. This lady is all about the butterflies.
Okay, smell like coffee.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by the Minnesota DNR, Pearson Salted Nut Roll, Coors Light, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
It's time to meet one of our most curious Minnesota-bound characters. Ron catches up with the butterfly lady.
Behold the king of butterflies, the monarch, easily recognized, the most famous butterfly in North America. Now, meet the queen of monarch butterflies, Rebecca Moriella Keene, Minnesota's butterfly lady.
I'm proud of my work. I'm proud of what I do.
Like the monarch, unmatched and unequal.
I told you, I smell like milkweed. And then in 2007, I told my husband, I said, I'm leaving construction. And I said, I'm out of here. I said, I'm going to go start the butterfly business. Everybody laughed at me. Of course, everybody was in construction. They all thought I was nuts.
Nobody laughs now.
I think I raised probably about $6,000, $7,000 my first year. It was a fantastic first year. Well, last year was between $7,000 and $10,000. Kind of stays in that range. It just depends on how many orders I have. They're such a majestic butterfly. They migrate to Mexico. The population has been an issue for the past 20 years. In fact, this last year, the population came up again. We're increasing on the eastern monarch.
Yes, she's a butterfly farmer of sorts, selling her farm-raised monarchs to be released at schools, weddings, and the like, or at outdoor events like Game Fair in Ramsey, where kids are invited to open a tiny envelope and watch in awe. And she makes butterfly kits.
That's my favorite thing to sell.
A clear plastic cup with a milkweed and a caterpillar that, days later, turns into a monarch lighter than a thumbtack. Seems like, oh, so simple, but it's not.
Life starts with the monarch eggs. This is swamp milkweed, so it doesn't look like the common milkweed. And this is some of the eggs that my butterflies laid. Little white dots, yep, and these were all laid yesterday. Takes 2 to 4 days for the eggs to hatch. And here are some of the tiny babies. These are a day old. When they first hatch, they're the size of an eyelash.
2 weeks later, the monarch caterpillar we know is busy munching on the milkweed leaves.
It sheds its skin like a snake. And so then when it gets this big, it just eats until it's done. Milkweed is the only thing that monarchs eat.
By the way, when the butterfly lady says jump, the caterpillars do.
Watch them. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. That you have so much fun at the butterfly farm, right?
Next, the caterpillar forms a J shape.
Well, they just hang like the letter J, but they're ready to make their chrysalis. They're done eating as a caterpillar now. The next time they eat, they will be a butterfly.
Then more magic.
In about 12 hours, it will enclose into a green chrysalis, which looks like this.
A few days later,
you can see the orange butterfly in there. And this butterfly is ready to emerge.
And shortly, a beautiful monarch unfolds like a dainty miracle. Spreading its golden wings, soon it's ready to leave.
This is the tent that we put the butterflies in before they go up for release. We have to make sure that their wings are properly developed and in good shape.
When will they mate?
When they feel like it.
In the flight room, it became obvious the monarchs loved their queen.
I love them from babies all the way up.
It's been said love is like a butterfly. It goes wherever it pleases and pleases wherever it goes. The same could be said about Rebecca, Minnesota's butterfly lady.
Hey, guess what? The butterfly lady will be making an appearance at the Minnesota-bound log cabin at the State Fair this year.
We are looking forward to seeing everyone there.
That's true. Well, that about does it for us. We'll see you back here next week.
In the meantime, remember to introduce a kid to the great outdoors.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.